Well, we all want bigger closets. We've got some tips today for maximizing your closet space.
This episode of the Dollar Saving Divas podcast is brought to you by renttherunway.com.
You'll find more than 200,000 pieces and 400 designers in the Rent the Runway closet. For any event you might be attending, formal, cocktail, or festive, you can get 4 or 8 day designer rentals for a fraction of the price. Anything you want, one flat price.
And when you click the link on our Dollar Saving Divas Facebook page, you'll save even more and help keep this podcast free.
Look great and save money too at renttherunway.com. Kelly, my closet is never big enough. I don't know about you, but I never have enough space.
I don't have a closet. I have several closets.
And none of them are big enough.
No, I'm always, crammed in with stuff trying to figure out, oh, wow, I just see something I didn't even know I had, and it's brand new. And yet it does.
But then it's like that happen.
Then it's like Christmas, but still
got the tags. Well,
that's
or
bad.
It's out of style, and it's still got the tags on it because you've had it in there so long.
Yeah, but if we keep it long enough, they come back.
So we've got some tips to maximize your closet space. The first tip is giving yourself easy access. So if you're in an older home and maybe you have those sliding doors on your closet or those old accordion doors, take those down and replace them with some pretty curtains or draperies. So it's easy to get to. Plus, when you do that, the shelves, you can put some shelves or some drawers in there that may have been too big to put them in and then get the doors shut. With curtains, you can get a lot more shelving in there.
I think that's a great idea. And actually, in our daughter's room, we actually put some shelving in. We also put something that hangs on the rack in there that she can put her shoes in.
Yes,
and
those
then
are handy.
We actually put a dresser in there, which freed up a ton of space in her room, and she could have, what we hope is organized, which is not, but we do have a dresser.
In theory.
This is all theoretical in her case, but it actually did provide more room. And then in some of the areas where we did put some shelving in, we had some that had drawers, but then some where we could just stack some clothes, and then some things up on the top too with bins and stuff like that. Obviously, I cannot see any of those now, but it did go in originally, and it did look very nice.
Should have worked.
Well, the other thing is you can use double hanging. Now, I did this in our bedroom, in our walk-in closet. We had on the top, I put my tops, my short clothing, skirts, and things like that. And then on the bottom, we're folding over double hanging space. So you can actually get a lot more clothes in there.
Yeah.
And you can mix and match them according to your seasons also.
Yeah.
So I have a summer, spring closet, and then I have a winter closet that my husband doesn't know. I have 2 separate closets. I probably am soon going to have a closet just for my shoes.
I dream of that. That's my fondest wish.
I'm almost there. I'm
just
almost
a shoe
there.
closet.
As soon as my daughter moves out, that's coming in.
Well, speaking of shoes, you can get the stackable shoe racks. So if you have the long hanging space where you have maybe your dresses, then you can put one of those stackable shoe racks on the floor underneath that. Also, you can get, which I think this is a great idea, a hanging boot file. So you can put your boots in one of those long things.
I've never
pockets.
even heard of that before.
I didn't know you can get them at Walmart. But so my boots are always I'm always trying to stick them on the rack at the bottom and they're folding over. But the hanging idea is a great one.
Because then they're ready for walking. Those boots are made for walking.
Well, they are made for walking.
Are they white patent leather? And of course, how many people probably even know what we're talking about?
I know. I don't
there is
have
a
white
song
boots
by that
anymore.
Name. And what was her name that sang that song? These boots are made for walking. I cannot sing. What was her name? Darn it, I just can't remember her name.
Nancy Sinatra.
Nancy Sinatra, that's right. And I believe that is the daughter of Frank Sinatra. And hopefully people know who Frank Sinatra is and say, look, Nancy Sinatra up for those patent leather boots.
Oh,
I know,
my goodness.
Was really bad.
All right, moving on. This was another great idea. You can use, those file organizers, file holders that you put on your desk, and you can put the files in.
Like accordion ones, kind of?
No, well, they're kind of like the hard-sided ones
I know
that
what you mean.
put. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You sit them on your desk. You can use those for flip-flops and sandals.
Oh.
You can just file them all in those little boxes, file boxes.
Oh, no, I like that.
And slide that underneath the
mine
dresses.
are folded up together in little cubbyhole things.
Stick them in the little file things. Isn't that a great idea?
Oh, I think
love
that's
that.
good. Well, the other thing is you can take your top shelf and actually divide it like shelf dividers up there and put hats and handbags and things you don't. Now, I do have on my hats, I have hanging on a wall inside my closet, but the top shelf of my closet all the way around are all my handbags, and they
That's
match
what
up.
I have in the top. Yeah,
they match up
that's my
really
shelf.
nicely with Gil's clothes or my handbags that he has. So yeah, well, okay. We definitely need more closets, even though we're trying to make these feel twice as big as they are. The other thing is, I don't know about you, but you probably have a walk-in closet too.
I do.
As do we. And you can actually take advantage of the door of your walk-in closet, which really adds a lot
That's a
more
good idea,
things.
yep.
And I've taught my daughter this. Mind you, I say taught my daughter this, is you can put a hook on the door, on the inside of the door, and you can put, or on the back of the door, and you hook your next day's clothes to go to work. And it's
Yep.
all together. You can sleep in longer, which I think young kids would probably like.
Yeah, jump
just
out.
roll out of bed, take those clothes, and just head on out. So I think that's really a good idea. And that way you also get things that are matching. In her case, you're not digging through everything that's on the floor.
That's a great idea. You could also make a little vanity area on the back of that closet door. You can hang a flat mirror on the back. So if somebody's hogging the sink or the mirror in the morning and you need extra space, you can put a little mirror on the back of the closet door. And then you could get a like a mail caddy. You know, one of those little mail organizers, and hang that, and you can put some of your cosmetics or your makeup in that. And if it has hooks for keys, you can even use that for jewelry.
I think that is a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, my favorite one is, and you're supposed to be talking about this, but I really like this. Your
that little
sunglasses. Go ahead, take it over. I love the
I know.
sunglass
I've never
one.
seen one of these, but it is a wheat board with red bungee by Board by Design on Etsy. And it's just basically a board with a red bungee, but you can hang all your sunglasses.
I think that's a great idea because I don't
It's
know,
so
maybe I'm
simple.
always looking,
Simple
or just
yet elegant.
not just sunglasses, but like readers, any kind of glasses. Because what are we doing? We're throwing them all over
I know.
the
I
house.
lose all of them.
I really do like that idea. Well, the other thing is, just like you've had that other hanging shoe rack you were talking about, on the inside of my closet in my office, I actually have a shoe rack on the entire closet door that actually. Mine isn't what they've talked about in this particular article. They use a towel rod that would not hold anywhere near
with hooks,
the amount,
yeah.
with hooks on it. But
That would get you a few of your favorite
right.
shoes.
But I think mine actually holds like 48 pairs of shoes.
Those are nice,
And
yeah.
if they're like summer shoes, you can kind of put one shoe over the other, and so I can get maybe like a lot more pairs of shoes because I'm kind of addicted to shoes. But that's a great way to do it, because otherwise you're just throwing shoes everywhere and you just don't have enough room
Yeah.
on the ground, in closets.
And
to
I've
put
got one of
shoes.
those on the back of my closet door, too. I've got one of those jewelry organizers, kind of the same thing, that have all the little
Right.
pockets, like front and back, and
Yep.
you can put that.
And you just hang that up.
All my jewelry in there.
And the other thing that I do is either for the full door or for a half a door when it comes to shoes is, okay, I change my shoes by season. Because it's like, you're looking at me like I'm really sick. But it's like, do I really want to look through all the winter pumps and all those closed-in shoes when I just want to look at my sandals?
It's open toe season.
It's open toe season. So I always flip around those shoes that I'm going to use most to be in the area like at the top of my closet. Okay, I know that's kind of that's kind of anal, but that's what I do. The other thing is, we've talked about that you and I like to purge.
Oh, yeah.
And purging should be done twice a year.
It should be, because it gives you room for new stuff.
Exactly.
That's the whole
It's not
point.
just emptying out what we've got. It's about,
It's about getting new stuff.
Well, absolutely. And they say, you should take everything out of your closet, which I actually do, but I do them by section. Otherwise, it would be a really ugly sight in my room. And then you put them up by section. So, like in my one closet, I have all my jeans, and then I have all my capris, and then I have all my white blouses, which take up half of a closet. And then that's how you also determine what to throw away, or dispose of, because
Donate or sell.
How many of a particular thing do you really need? Well, not 15 and 20, other than little black dresses. Those we have to have.
We need a lot of those.
As many as we can. But doing that and actually, putting them in an order of what their product line is, that, and then you can also just open up and call it a store, and people can come in and just shop.
There you go.
And then you can make money.
Yeah. But get rid of, if you've got trendy pieces that are no longer in style, or things that aren't in great condition, or if you haven't worn it in over a year, get it out. Donate it. sell it, put it in a consignment shop. And if you've got, and I've got a few sentimental pieces that I want to hang on to, but don't take up your closet space with those. Put those in a bin and store them somewhere else.
Well, another thing is it's probably, like for me, it's kind of hard for me to just purge myself. Because it's like, oh, man, I didn't really wear that often.
You need a good friend to come in and say, get rid of that.
That's exactly what I do. A good friend.
Somebody needs to come in.
She's a professional purger. She comes in. I give her some wine. We purge for a few hours. I become depressed. I write everything down. Then I realize how much I'm going to get to, donate and write off. And then I'm happy again.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's what I think we should do. Let's go purge. This episode of the Dollar Saving Divas podcast is brought to you by renttherunway.com.
You'll find more than 200,000 pieces and 400 designers in the Rent the Runway closet. For any event you might be attending, formal, cocktail, or festive, you can get 4 or 8 day designer rentals for a fraction of the price. Anything you want, one flat price.
And when you click the link on our Dollar Saving Divas Facebook page, you'll save even more and help keep this podcast free.
Look great and save money too at renttherunway.com.
Thanks for listening to the Dollar Saving Divas. If you have ideas for an upcoming episode, we would love to hear from you. Just head to our Facebook page at facebook.com/dollarsavingdivas and share your comments. Our podcast is available on iTunes, iHeartMedia, or your favorite podcast player. Thanks again for listening.
Circle270media.com